have no real sense of an atrocity of this scale.
I think people become desensitised to it. When they're told on the news a wedding party has been attacked by accident, a compound has been bombed by accident, a farmer and his family have been killed by accident, they don't really connect with it because they don't actually get to see those bodies.
The faces, the names are not known to them.
The names, it's just a number. Whether they're Afghans or Iraqis or Lebanese civilians, they're just numbers. And it's perhaps easy to understand why British Muslims feel completely disenfranchised from our domestic news services.
I think the press really conspires to play down the carnage in Iraq and Afghanistan. This gets to what the great American writer and academic Ed Herman called worthy and unworthy victims. The Iraqis are not worthy victims, so we can play down their deaths, because if we accept the reality that there are more than 1 million dead, it's largely our fault. And so, for instance, the US press will talk about 200,000 to 400,000 dead in Somalia. Those victims are worthy victims because they were killed by people that we don't like. And in one bizarre case, which talked about the cultural peculiarities of Afghan society, because they actually got rankled when you killed their family members, their civilian family members. And in another case, they said that they argued that Afghan society was peculiar because they didn't like people breaking into their houses in the middle of the night. You know, and this caused them to get angry and sometimes carry out vendettas.
This is the British Armed Forces Memorial in Staffordshire. It's not as well known as the great cenotaphs, and it holds many secrets. There are 16,000 names here. Every year since 1948, British forces have been in action somewhere in the world, and there's space for another 15,000 names of young servicemen and women waiting to die. What's extraordinary about this memorial is its record of constant war during so-called peacetime, as if revealing the secret of Britain's enduring imperial role. What's missing is any record of the victims of these wars, the countless men, women and children killed mostly in their own countries, in our name, and glimpsed only now and then on the TV news. At least 1 million